Well, thanks for staying with us for TV5 News at 9. It is time now for Legally Speaking with attorney Carol Thomas. We appreciate you being here with us today. And we are talking about another exciting seminar. These are so chock full of information, and we're talking about elder law, estate planning, and trusts. And if you could just kind of explain what elder law even means. We hear it all the time, but is there a specific term that, what does that mean?
Yes, there are, and I almost feel like maybe I could give a vocabulary lesson.
Yes.
But estate planning is basically people talk to their attorney about what happens when I die. Elder law is the part of estate planning. What if there's an incapacity before I die? In other terms that people need to know, the difference between Medicare and Medicaid. What we do in my office is we get individuals eligible for Medicaid to pay the nursing home. Medicare is something that those of us over 65 get for our health insurance. So there's so much terminology, and really people need to learn these terms before it's too late.
It is, it's intimidating though.
Yes,
And
it can be.
So you're basically wanting to walk them through it. What are some of the biggest concerns people have when they come in?
The biggest concerns really is it too late? What do I need to do? What if my loved one goes into a nursing home? And actually, Christine, I'm very excited because my next seminars are coming up September 4th. It's going to be in Bay City at the DoubleTree. I have sessions at 10 and 5. And they're already filling up close to capacity. They have filled up for 27 years. So I encourage people, if they want to come, to please call and make an appointment. I show slides for 45 minutes, and I'm serious, I actually show slides like a slide projector.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, like we had in the
I love
60s
that.
and the 70s, it works. So we show slides, and then I have a question and answer period.
So a good time to take some notes. I mean, when you can get information like this, is there a charge for your seminar?
No charge.
No charge.
And great refreshments.
Great refreshment. That right there. Come on, folks. What are, you know, we talked about what are some of the issues. What are some of the biggest questions people have when they come to these seminars?
The biggest questions people ask are, is it too late?
Okay.
Why doesn't my lawyer know this? And Christine, there are only 18 certified elder law attorneys in the state of Michigan.
Wow.
It's a very
I didn't know
narrow
that.
field of the law. My son Jim is a certified elder law attorney. I'm not certified, but I've done this for 27 years. But the exam that he had to take to become certified, only 3% of people pass the exam. Can you imagine going in and taking an exam and you know 97% of you will fail?
Wow.
It's amazing. So he took it and he passed the first time. So very few offices really practice elder law. So that's important for people to know and get the right information.
And when they do, I mean, that kind of shows if it's only 3% passing, there's a lot of probably little stipulations and things we need to know to follow the rules in the law.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, you talked a little bit about it before. If you could go back into Medicaid planning for single people and also married couples.
Exactly. It's entirely different. And at I did a seminar recently, and a woman raised her hand and said, my husband's been in a nursing home for 2 months. I've been private paying, and the nursing home told me that I have to keep paying. There's no help for me. Christine, that just broke my heart.
That would bankrupt somebody.
Yes, it could. So what we are able to do for married couples, if they have the right documents, and that's why they need to come to the seminar and find out what documents do you need, we're able to save 100% for a married couple. Can you imagine if you have the right documents, you pay $0 a month to a nursing home. If you don't, you could be paying $12,000 a month. So for a married couple, we save everything. To answer your question about single individuals, it's not as great. We can only save about 60% for a single individual, but that's a whole lot better than having them lose everything if they go into a nursing home, because they may be able to come home sometime, and if they've spent all their money on the nursing home, they will come home broke.
Now, I've heard in different states, I know that depending on if you're going to get nursing care, sometimes the money, what you have, if you're single, let's say, goes to the state. Is that correct?
Potentially. It's called a state recovery.
Okay.
So if you're single, you have to follow the guidelines. If not, in some states, you could lose everything. In Michigan, if you have a good elder law attorney, at least 60% can be saved. But they do something now where they put a lien on your home if you're not prepared. And they started that in Michigan in 2011. So up until then, homes were protected. And I still have people that come to me and say, well, I know my home is safe. And I say, not necessarily. You've got to get the right advice to get your home protected.
Oh, wow. What do you think, when we talk about your seminars, what do you think is the #1 takeaway?
I think it's and I hate to say this, but I'm really glad that I came. People come up afterwards and say, I am so glad I came. My wife has been trying to get me to one of your seminars for years. I thought it would be boring. I didn't want to come, but it's absolutely wonderful what we can teach. So people are thrilled with what they've learned. I had a gentleman, actually just yesterday, said it was so eye-opening for him. He had no idea what he didn't know. Because this isn't something, Christine, that you can get on the internet. So that's why I do these seminars, and I love teaching. I actually was a teacher in a prior lifetime. Yes, I was teaching. Do you want to guess what I was a teacher, what I was trained to teach?
I was going to say English?
English? No. Home economics.
Oh, wow.
That dates me.
Home ec.
Yeah, home economics.
They don't offer that class anymore.
They don't. And I can't cook and I can't sew, so I don't know what I learned.
Oh,
but I love teaching. I want to go into teaching. So I really enjoy today that I still am able to teach at these seminars what people need to know to save their life savings.
Well, free advice, this is just so valuable. Like you said, if it's things they can't get on the internet, tell us about these seminars, the dates again, how to sign up, and what we need to know.
Well, my next seminars are coming up in Bay City on Thursday, September 4th. And that's right after Labor Day. Can you believe Labor Day is coming up so soon?
This
It's
summer's flown
unbelievable.
by.
But my sessions are at 10 and 5, and I really encourage people to call and schedule because they will fill up to capacity. They always do.
Yes, this is a wonderful opportunity, and we want to make sure that you get that link as well. If you go to WNEM, look for Hot Links, the section at the top of the homepage. If you're on a laptop, if you're on your phone, it's the upper left, the little burgers, what do they call them? The little dots there on the left. You can go down and get to Hot Links that way as well. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Christine.
We're back in just a moment.